All right, what's up, guys? Jackson Abe here today, and today we're going to talk about the competition that my wife and I competed in a little over a month ago. So, as you guys have probably figured out, haven't really been posting a lot on YouTube, honestly, at all this year. So, trying to get back into that. Got a lot of good stuff up my sleeve, good ideas. So, really going to try to push and grow this page. So, all of your guys' support helps. Any shares, likes, subscribes really helps. But let's get into this. So a month ago, my wife and I competed in the Coan Supermeet Classic. So actually, they held a simultaneous meet of powerlifting and strongman. So the strongman did 4 events, and then obviously there's squat, bench, deadlift for powerlifting side. And so the strongman led it off, and then in between of their events, we would squat and then bench and then deadlift. So it was a very interesting and fun day. I was very proud of my wife for throwing her hat in the ring, doing the thing. She originally planned to compete in January, but just something happened with that meet, and just the timeline of our lives just didn't really work out. So instead, she signed up for this meet to compete alongside myself. So we both got the chance to compete in this meet, and I thought that was a really, really cool experience, getting to compete alongside my wife. Just seeing how she handled the day. We both competed in collegiate athletics. She played tennis and I played football. So it was really interesting to see just how she prepared mentally for it, and how she attacked the day. She has a slight interview at the end of this video where she's going to answer some questions about how she felt the meet went and her experience. So stay tuned for that. But quickly here, we are going to throw in all of our lifts. So it'll be my squat, her squat, or vice versa, and then the bench and deadlift, and then we'll give a little recap of how I felt the day went for me personally, and then let her answer her questions.
Jackie.
Go, baby. Come on.
Come on, Payton.
Don't quit. Yep.
Go. So on the day, I hit a 500-pound squat, 300-pound bench, and then a 535 deadlift. For a 1335 total. Total is a PR. The squat was a big one. I've been chasing a 500-pound squat for a very long time. I actually wrote an article about all the setbacks that I had to endure to finally get to this point. The many injuries, and just obstacles in the road to get to a 500-pound squat has been tremendous. It's been a long-standing goal of mine since I was in high school, so it felt really good to finally knock that down, especially in competition. And I felt that it actually looked like a really good lift too. I definitely had some more in the tank, but 315 bench still eludes me. It is what it is. This meet prep was a little rough. I've been having some knee issues, so truthfully, about 10 weeks out, I really wasn't able to squat or deadlift that much, and really was only able to kind of do like a ramping squat phase where I was really only able to hit 3 heavier squats, which really they weren't even in the ballpark of what I really wanted to be doing at this time leading into the meet. I had sights set on something much higher than 500 originally, but that's okay. It still felt good to navigate a very rough meet prep and still pull out a conventional deadlift PR, but then obviously an all-time squat PR. So I can't really complain about that. So my focus right now is to just get this knee healthy, which isn't going the greatest. So once I kind of get that figured out, the goal is to really shift to strongman next year. I don't really foresee myself competing again this year. There is maybe one that if things kind of line up, I might try to do, but it is in a different state, so we'll see. But nonetheless, I was very happy with how the day went, even though I really wasn't peaked for it by any means. I don't feel like I was at my best, and so I definitely felt like I left a lot of pounds on the platform. But that's okay. It just leaves me hungry for more. It gives me an opportunity to continue to look at my training and look at my lifestyle and just find the gaps, find those weaknesses that I can improve to continue getting better, to continue adding pounds to the bar, and putting my best on the platform the next time I step out there. So I felt like it was a good day. It was a really good day with family. A lot of my family was able to come, and so was hers, and so it was just a stellar day. It was a really good experience. A lot of core memories made with my wife, and I'm very proud of her, like I said, for her efforts and what she was able to accomplish on the day. And so now we're just going to shift to her, and so we can listen to her and hear what she has to say about how things went for her. So again, all the shares, the likes, the comments, the subscriptions to the page helps. So please feel free to share this video, give it a like, give it a comment, let us know what you think. If you have any ideas for stuff that you want to see on the page, let us know, and we will get that to you guys. So thank you all for all your support.
I'd say it was pretty interesting. I think from like the last few years, I've always wanted to kind of look behind there, and even if you weren't competing and looking behind there, I don't think you would really grasp onto like really what's going on back there. I think it was just cool seeing everybody just kind of warming up and everybody kind of supporting each other. Like there were people back there that I didn't even know and were still giving me high fives and stuff and cheering me on. I think it was just kind of crazy seeing how much people were just warming up with. So I think it was a cool environment, I would say. Like that's just the side, besides anybody that came to support you, like it was just you basically on you to get warmed up and everything. Okay. I would say probably I did everything after work. There were a few days that I did stuff before work. Just kind of getting on that routine was kind of nice. I picked certain days. There were times where I just kind of was like, oh, I'm really sore, so I like saved it for days. So I feel like if I would have stuck with just a schedule, also like my work schedule changing all the time, but I feel like if I stuck with the schedule, it would have been a lot better. I do like the variations of like having a little bit harder stuff more on the weekends, I feel like just because we did squat first, then a bench day, and then we did deadlifts, I thought deadlifts were probably my hardest day, so I like that we saved that for the weekend, so we just had like more time if I needed more time to work on my form and stuff. It did suck having to go later at night just working on form and stuff like after work, especially with my squat. But I did like just how different, like it just gradually got harder. Like it was hard at first to get used to just because I wasn't like in a good schedule of working out and stuff, but I did like having those extra few months of, I don't think I would have been ready in January, so I'm really glad, like it's a blessing in disguise that we did end up having to go later in May. So I think it was planned out really good too. Like I felt ready. Well, I'm not a big person that likes to get up in front of people, so I was really, really nervous. It also didn't help that I was like the first person to really go out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
So
squatted
nervous
first,
that way.
the first one
I
of the
saw my
day.
game up there and I was like, oh shit. I don't know. I missed the feeling of competing, like just playing sports all my life, like the day before of a game, so like that, so like the butterflies in your stomach and everything. But I just think, especially at that gym, I think that was like a perfect gym to start out at, because like the environment is just so comfortable and stuff. It's being able to, I knew what to expect based on like seeing you compete there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus being kind of like home turf, Omaha and stuff was nice. But I feel like the people who were helping run the thing were very supportive as well. Like they made sure that I wasn't messing up a whole bunch. They made me feel really comfortable because it's scary. It's like going up on stage and the light flat basically on you. I mean, it's easy. It's hard not to get really nervous too. So I felt like, especially having you back there kind of calming me down and stuff helped a lot too, and I felt a lot more comfortable. But overall, I feel like it was a really good experience. Okay, so, well, it was kind of different because I have played a team sport in collegiate and I played like an individual like sport. So like I was getting a little bit of both. So like working a lot on like my mental well-being too was a lot, especially with everything that happened with the bench and stuff. Like I went in thinking like that was a breeze and I acted like it was a breeze and it was one of my hardest ones there. So just kind of going in and not having expectations, holding yourself accountable, but like you gotta go in doing your own thing, making sure you're following through with what you practice and everything. Because really, like I did go on with what I practiced, but like there's more to it, you know. But also going in with those nerves and everything, like that's just gonna get to you. But also like it's easy to compare yourself to a lot of other people too. So like it was hard not to compare myself to the other girls that were lifting. The boys are just whatever, just because they lift more. But in collegiate sports, it's hard. Like you have to compare yourself to especially your teammates and stuff to move up the ladder, especially in tennis and stuff. Finding just, yeah. My biggest thing is just you don't want to do it, you're gonna do it. Like there's gonna be days where you don't want to do it, you have to do it. Like you gotta find something. There's not gonna always be motivation that's gonna help you find yourself to do it. Like there was so many days where I just had the hardest day at work. I wasn't feeling good. My body was tired from the workouts before, but like you still have to do it. You can't make excuses. Like it's nobody's making you do it. It's up to you if you're gonna actually do it. But you know, do what's best for you. It also really helped that I had somebody living with me, literally, that helped me through it and pushed me to do stuff. Cause like you motivate me to do a lot of for working out and stuff. Like I see you doing it, and I'm just sitting on the couch. I'm like, oh man, I gotta do it. But no, it felt good. Just like, cause I've never been like it took me months to get like onto a routine, so it felt good to get over that that step of just being like, do it, you know. Especially coming off of like collegiate sports or just any sports in general, you feel like you have to do it. Now it's like up to you. Nobody's gonna make you go to the gym or anything. I would say there was a lot of people there that there wasn't very. I don't know if anybody else had their first ever lifting competition, but I think there was maybe a kid there. But even talking with some of the other people, there was an older lady there that she has been in so many that she can't even remember however many. But I mean, starts with one and it goes on from here.